In this video, we will create another loading spinning wheel. So, it is my working directory. I have opened it in Visual Studio Code and I'm creating one HTML file called index.html. Now, go with exclamation mark and enter to go with the initial setup in Visual Studio Code, and then create another CSS file that is called style.css. Now, I should link it. So change the name to spinning wheel 2. Okay, and I'm going to link it with the link tag like link rel equal to style sheet and href equal to dot slash style.css. Okay, now I am going with live server. So this is my page. Now, to check whether the CSS file is linked properly or not, go with body tag and create one CSS property like background color to red. If you do that, you can see it is linked properly. Okay, now uh, first I'm going with HTML. To do that, create one div and its ID will be like main container. So it will have our main container and it will cover the entire viewable screen or in the viewable area in the browser, and inside that in the middle position or in the center position there will be your spinning wheel. So there will be another div and let's say its name is spin wheel. Its ID name is spin wheel. Okay, so for now that's it. Now we are going to CSS. Now in CSS I will create one body, and inside body I'm going with padding to 0 pixel or either only 0 and margin to 0 also, margin 0. So you can go with pixel also or without pixel also. So 0 means nothing, 0 means 0. So if you give 0 pixel that will be fine, and if you do not provide any pixel or like that, that is fine, means no unit, that will be fine for 0 only. Okay, now I am going with the main container div, that is this one. So copy that and put hash and main container. Okay, now its width will be, oh my god, not 0 pixel, it will width will be 100 VW or viewport width, and height will be height, and height will be 100 VH. Okay, so if you want to check the particular area it is covering the entire, whether it is covering the entire area or not, you can go with one background color like background color red. So you can see it is covering the entire area. Now I am going to create that particular spinner wheel. So go with this D. Better if you go with like parent child relationship. So go with this, and then inside that go with this. So that will be your ID of the spinning wheel, and it will be like this. So I'm creating one width property, and its width will be like 100 pixel and height will be also like 100 pixel. So okay, now go with border and 1 pixel solid black. So if you do that, you can see this is your spinner wheel now to the top and left to your viewport. Now I want to bring it to the middle or to the center. To do that, just put three things in your main container. That will be your display to flex, another one is align items to center, another one is justify content to center. If you do that, you can see it came to center position. Now if you want to make it circle to square, means from square to circle, just put in the spin wheel to border radius, sorry, border radius to 50%, not 50 pixel, it will be 50%. So now it is entirely circle. Now what I want to make this particular thickness is little bit wider or more thicker, so I'm going with 5 pixel solid black. Now what I want to create one small circle on this. It will be like one globule to the top of it. To do that, you can create one other div also, otherwise you can use the pseudo element also, like before and after. So I'm going with before first, then I have another plan with the after also. So first let's copy this entire select CSS selector from here and paste it here. Now go with 2 colon and go with before first. So we'll go after the latter point, but for now going with uh, before. So it will be your like width equal to like 20 pixel, height will be like 20 pixel, and most importantly go with background color that will be, let's say, black. And now if you do that, you can see there is nothing. So to make it visible, remember you have to put its display property to either block or inline block. I will suggest to go with inline block. Okay. And oh sorry, I just forgot to put here the content. Okay, forgive me. So it will be your content, and it will be like this blank text or the empty string. So if you do that, you can see there is one particular element whose width is 20 pixel, height is 20 pixel, and it is just to the means top left corner of your spinning wheel. Now I want to make it round and I want to bring it here to the top. To do that, just write one property, that is border radius, sorry, to 50%. Now it is round, and I want to bring it to the top of it, just like this. So to do that, uh, you already gave the position to relative, so I'm bringing it to the bottom like this. And what I am doing, I'm going with left, and your left value will be your entire width is 100 pixel, and your that particular small circle is 20 pixel. So 100 by 2 minus 20 by 2, that will be your 40 pixel. So left will be your 40 pixel, and your now your top will be like, if I want to uplift it little bit, so your top will be like minus 20 20 pixel, because the width of that particular element, not 20, it will be 10, because the width of the element is 20 pixel, that's why 20 by 2, that means it will be 10 pixel. So you can do like that. Okay, so now what you can do, you want to move this particular small circle along with this path. To do that, I will rotate the entire body to either clockwise or counterclockwise. To do that, create one animation frame like keyframes, and let's say its identifier is move wheel, and go with 2 point like 0% and 100%. And if you do that, so in 0%, go with like transform rotate to 0 degree, and in 100% go with transform rotate and 360 degree. Okay, now in the main means spinner wheel, give the animation property. So animation name will be your move wheel. Animation duration will be 2 seconds, let's say. So if you do that, you can see now it is rotating, but it is rotating only once, so its iteration count should be uh, I mean infinite. To do that, you have to give animation iteration count to infinite. So if you do that, you can see it is moving again and again. Okay, now it is also one type of spinner wheel you can use. If you want to move it counterclockwise, you just put the 360 degree to minus 360 degree and it will work fine. So you can use also the means you can use this also. But if you want to move it in linear speed, so just put another CSS property like animation timing function, and it will be your linear. If you do that, you can see this is your linear function, so it is moving now in the same speed to everywhere. So this is one type of spinning wheel you can create. So you can change this color also, like on the mm, black path you can go with some bluish thing like this, or let's say I'm changing it a little bit like, okay, so go with like this, so goes with some deep color like this, and in your base you can go with the same type of color but with some lighter shade like that. So you can do like that also, so it is also looks great. Okay, so first I'm going with black now again. So if you want to change your color, you can do that. So now I'm going with black. And another type of the spinner you can do, so if you remove your top, so it will be like this. So this is one type of spinner you can use. So it is moving inside your particular circle, like inside one container. So you can use that also. It is also pretty good. It is really good. And if you want to increase your speed, just go with the animation duration 2 seconds to 1 second. So now it will means move faster like this. Okay, so I am going with 2 seconds now, and now I am introducing another circular, another globule here, and I am putting them means that top also, like top is minus 1 means I am putting back to the track. Okay, now what I am doing, I am going to copy the entire thing and pasting it, and rather before I am putting after. So if you do that, you can see something is coming like that. Okay, but first I have to stop the animation to put it in proper way. Okay, so this is your after, so we have to move it back to here. To do that, so only you have to change, that is your left will be of course not 40 pixel, because it is already 20 pixel advanced, so it will be your 20 pixel. So it is almost on to that, and your top will be like 90 pixel. Okay, so it is now almost to the 180 degree apart. So now if you run the animation again, so now you can see, so they're going pretty well. My god, they're really looking good. Okay, so it is like atom, and it's kind of electron is moving. Okay, not the atom. Is it atom? I don't know. Okay. Uh, if you want to move it back to like, means if you want to move them inside your container, what you have to do, you can change their color also. So I will do that later. But let's say for now, okay. I am going to bring them inside this particular circle. To do that, so for the first one, okay, I'm stopping the animation first, and then for the top, for the first one it will be nothing, means top will be a 0 pixel only, so it will be like that. And for the after it will be 80 pixel rather 90 pixel. If you do that, it will like this. So everything is actually depending on your width of the particular spin wheel and width of that globule. So whenever you will create, and the dimension you are giving is changed, so calculate accordingly. So you need some basic geometry idea. Okay, so now if I run the animation again, so here it is. Yeah, this is, so you can see here, here also it is pretty fine, means looks pretty good. Okay, it's really good. Now what I want to change the color to the let's suppose for the spinner wheel track it will be bluish like this. So this will be my track color, and these two will be, one will be my pure orange type like this, and this will be green. So put, remove the black and put green. So if you do that, so you can go with them. And if you want to bring it back to track, so go with the 90 pixel here, and here it will be your minus 10 pixel. So that's it. So it will be on your track. So whatever you want you can do. So they all looks great, means they, okay, whatever it is. I think you understood how to do that. Means you learn how to use that pseudo element and how to style them. So remember one thing about pseudo element. This content thing is absolutely important, and you must put that display property, display inline block or display block, because inherently or by default if you put any pseudo element like before or after, the property is by default is inline, so it will not behave what you are wanting. So make sure the display property is inline block and give some content also, otherwise it will not work. Rest, it's your choice how you are going with. So now I am going to try another method, so that this type of spinner wheel looks different kind of. Okay, just let's try. First uh, go with 1 instead of 2. So just comment it out instead of removing, it will be better. And then move the track color to like grays like this. And if you do that, okay, now what I want, I am removing this background color like this. Okay, now what I want, in that keyframe move wheel, what I am going to add there another some labels, like in 25%, in 50%, in 75%, and then 100%. So suppose when it will be in the top, your color will be red. So and just go with color, I mean not the color, it will be your background color will be red. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Forgive me. Okay, it's absolutely blunder. Oh my god. Okay. Just go with another keyframe. So, and yeah, here the keyframe will be like keyframe and identifier will be like change color. If you do that, and let's say in the 0% there is one marker, in 25% there is one marker, in 50% there is one marker, in 75% there is one marker, and at the last 100% there is one marker. So let's suppose for the 0% its background color is red. If you do that, and let's say I am going with the animation property, but in this time in the before, not to the particular main element. So animation name will be like change color, and animation duration will be your 2 second. It will be similar as like that, and copy this background color, control C to control V, control V, control V, and control V. Okay, so if you do that and refresh it, you can see now it is all red and it is vanishing because there is no particular color. So I'm going with animation iteration count, animation iteration count to infinite. So if you do that, it will be like this. Now what I want, in the top position it will be red, that's why 0 and 100% it will be red, but these two will be your like mm, green, then let's say it will be your blue, and let's say it will be your yellow. So if you go like this, and your change one more thing, that is your animation timing function. So animation timing function is linear. If you do that, and it is actually really pretty good, but you can change this time to 2 second to 10 second to test whether all the colors are coming or not. So if you do that, so this is 10 second, you can see, so your color is changing but it doesn't depend on your rotation. Okay, so suppose there are 4 color entirely, and uh okay, just refresh it, so that is your, no, that is not coming like this, so go with 8 second then. So if you do that, red, green, blue, yellow, again red. So it is working like that. So it is pretty good. You can do that. So you can go with that. So there are four colors and each iteration time is 2 seconds. That's why 4 into 2, that is 8 seconds is your this color changing iteration entirely. So with the four color is pretty good. So it is the color changing globule or color changing planet. And and now what we can do, we can enable this also, like this one. And so it is now static green, but I will do like this also, so it will be entirely same. So you can see it is same, almost similar. So if you refresh it, so now it is same, so they're in same state. Okay, but I want in the opposite state, like when it is red, means when the first globule is in red, second globule will be in blue, and when first globule will be green, second will be yellow, and when first will be in blue, it will be in red again, like that. So to do that, just make one delay. So it is your entirely 8 second. If you want to delay, means if you delay it to the 4 second, so animation delay to 4 second, I think it will do that task pretty well. So you can see when it is I mean it will be like when it is green, it should be red and I mean red and blue combination. So it is red and blue combination. So green and yellow combination, green and yellow, and then blue and red you already know, and it will be your yellow and green. So yellow green and means combination is like that, yellow green and blue and red, so it will be like that. Okay, so it's really good. And if you want to move it in the same, means from the track to, means if you want to move it to like this, so you can do that also, so that will also work pretty well, like this. It's really good. Really good there. Okay, so you can try it yourself and play with them and have fun. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.